You know what? I don't know if I have a great camera or just a lousy display. Hi friends, how are you? It's been a exhausting day, a little bit more haphazard. Same day I recorded the previous episode reaction, but I'm drained emotionally speaking. It's been just a harrowing few days. Anyway, I do love this series a lot. I totally, utterly enjoy it. Taking my phone off of silent mode, I have to do so. I have some people who need to call me. But I love the series. It's sweet, it's beautifully animated. The character interactions are so realistic. I do appreciate these bit more grounded animations. And that's kind of the beauty of anime, is that you can get these more grounded animes like this, and then you can get the really crazy, wacky ones that just kind of play with the genre to the fullest extent that they can in Mob Psycho 100. And then the animes who fall in between. But I do enjoy those little moments, like the last episode, Reina had the dead fish eyes. That was them, the moments like that, like when Kumiko was talking to Reina last season, and as she was like being embarrassed, the color literally was draining, like from her. The details were draining from her face, as a way of showing that her color was draining from her, as she was like turning pale from talking to Reina, super nervous. So it is I don't know, it's just little moments like that. They're like, oh yeah, this is animated. And of course you have those moments of like KyoAni physics, where like there's physics, but then there's KyoAni, like when the hair raises or the way it moves, or just the big tears, or different things like that. It's just like, that's so, like, it's the beauty of animations, that you can really hyper stylize everything that you want to, which is why there's certain projects, like I still believe this really truly, that I'm a big fan. I'm a huge fan of C.S. Lewis, and this past summer I finally finished reading the third book of his sci-fi series, Paralandra sci-fi series. And as I'm reading like the first two books, and then I finally finished this one, even though the third one's way more grounded than the first two, I still think the only way to really showcase the world that Lewis created, especially considering a lot of it in the second book takes place, a lot of it in Ransom's head. There's not too much dialogue compared to the first one, let alone the third book. Anime style, coloring, the genre itself would be the best way to convey it, because there's already some presuppositions about how anime is supposed to be when you watch it that would just work for that story, because there's something, it's just fun and beautiful, and I love this anime. I do enjoy it a lot. It's super sweet and cute and funny. Kumiko gives him bad advice to Reina about telling Taki Sensei how she feels, but they're teenagers, and so they're gonna do stupid stuff. But the only thing I think I want to mention in the last episode, I think the reason that Asuka's keeping Nozomi out of the band is for Misori's sake. I think Asuka probably has worked her way through her feelings about probably a slight betrayal, but I think she's trying to protect Misori because she took that betrayal to heart very, very deeply, and it's clearly still very clearly affected her. And it's interesting how we see some of the more stoic characters are the ones that feel super deeply. Asuka, who keeps everything kind of, chill and even keel, but who clearly has these deep emotions going on. She just kind of controls them. Zori, who seems like a blank slate, who feels things to the root of her soul. You can see that. And, well, a few other characters as well. Reina, who's also, you know, she's very stoic, but she does feel things deeply, and she does want. She is passionate and has these deep feelings that only really Kumiko gets to see. And now a little bit of Hazuki and Sapphire. Oh, I blanked on what her name is now. Midori. Anyway, I love this anime. It's so beautiful. If you're watching YouTube, there's no sound, partial image, keeps the copyright monsters at bay. There's a countdown timer, you can't miss it. I do sometimes pause at the halfway point. There is no countdown timer for there, so good luck. But without further ado, let's dive in. By the way, I don't have a sponsor, but I do have a Patreon page. But if I did, I wouldn't mind Bang, because I actually like it a lot. It used to give me a headache, and then it kind of stopped, so I don't know if I grew tolerant to it. This one's the Nectarine Blueberry, which you can only find at Vitamin Shop. Vitamin Shop, I also adore. It's funny because I don't have sponsors and probably never will, but if I did, it would never be anime stuff. I mean, I wouldn't, not that it would never be, but I would want, like, non-anime stuff too, like Bang and other things, you know? I am intrigued by the fact that they always do this for the previous footage stuff. There's a first scene that's like quiet with no sound, and then they go into the next. It kind of throws me off in terms of recording. Yeah, so this is a reminder. We're focusing on a lot of people here. I said his last reaction. I'm still waiting for hopped on the plane and LAX because of triple Q. Thanks. I like how she has a little stool there for her, I like how she has a little stool there for her, tuba. Cute. And I love the little details of them having water bottles with them to keep themselves hydrated. I mean, they just show off the way the camera goes in and out of focus. It's not fair. Oh, I didn't notice this before. I love how it just went from black and white to like that color when it moves into the ensemble. Kumiko's sister, kind of showing her how to play the. That's nice. Like showing Kumiko and Shuichi how to do the trombone. On here. And Shuichi, like that translates into Shuichi playing. Oh, now that's about Taki Sensei and his background. The girl that he probably knew in band. I'm having some weird Wi-Fi issues. I don't know if it's the website or what's going on. So there might be some irritating. I might have a couple moments where I'm like, what is going on? Oh, cicada shell. I wish we could have done that more. Probably would have made it a better band, but it's always a time thing. It is non-stop, it's tiring, but it's fun. Like, band camp is the most fun ever. It's hard, but... And free choice piece. Ooh, wow. Asuka's amazing. She is so... She says that's her true love. She's so in love with it. Hmm. Nice. That was really nice. Sorry, super nervous. I would be. fun for. Man, they are cute demons. They look so fun and casual, but they are. Oh man, he's killing them. Hey, she gets to play that part now. Nice. She finally gets to play with that part with her. She earned it. Oh, we're gonna look so proud. Oh, wow. Ooh, we talked about that earlier. When, like, a couple episodes ago, she said it sounded boring. Oh gosh, that's a bad comparison. Nice. Ooh, Zora got called out in front of everybody. Oh no, bad idea. That's so bad. Why? I guess it just shows how much she's really into. Oh, these transitions this episode have been beast. Really into talking sensei that she feels like she has to ask him about her. It's not really, it's not appropriate, but it could be a clue into her feelings. Look how tense Kumiko is. You can hear it in the voice too, but Asuka's so relaxed. Yeah, you're way off, babe. Oh. She has some fierce thoughts. When she strikes hard. I knew it! I knew she was protecting Missouri. They probably haven't talked to each other though in that year. She was protecting Missouri. I was wondering that. Dead serious eyeballs there. That is very much a Japanese thing, the little pat on the head thing. I don't see that very often, if ever, here in the States. Oh, it is weighing on her. Alright. Very quiet, very kind of relaxed and chill. Hmm. Why are you encouraging her? Did that with her too. I think it's a really bad idea. Where did he come from? Oh, stop that. That's Shuichi, that's cute. What is he telling her? Oh, they're good friends. Hmm. Very pretty sound. So, I was right. Asuka is protecting Missouri by keeping Nozomi out of the band because just being around her, like the portrayal hit her so hard. But I guess Nozomi, I mean, how could she think that they were still friends if they probably haven't even talked since then? I don't know. Maybe she's just trying to give her space. I don't know. But, huh. It is interesting. But I was right. I was like, nah, I think because Asuka's really observant more than she comes across as. So she totally is protecting Missouri. It's a nice time when I'm right on things. Also, I really can't figure out if it's my camera isn't as good as I really want it to be, even there's no autofocus, or if my Display, not my display. Monitor is subpar. No, it's hard to tell sometimes. It looks good small sometimes, but then when it blows up when I'm recording, it's like, not that great. Well, I do know she will eventually join the band, and they'll work through their stuff. I mean, there's a whole freaking movie about the two of them, but it takes time. I do hope to hear what, you know, Reina and Taki Sensei talked about. But no, she's a high schooler, so yeah, no. You would think that, considering their families know each other, that she would know something about it. But maybe not. Girl, it's early or late. Get some sleep. Well, it probably is beautiful out there at that time of day. Their relationship too has kind of shifted greatly. Well, that girl has some crazy plucked eyebrows. I noticed how Kumiko's height is compared to some of the others. Cool, calm down. Of course she does. She figured it out. Smart girl. Hmm. Yeah, it's hard to accept when someone beats you out on things. It's rough. Hmm. I didn't talk that much. I've been so kind of caught up in this episode. Oh, yeah, taste. It does suck. Mm. Mm. I mentioned meritocracy last episode. Yeah, she came over. Mm-hmm. The voice actress for Kumiko is so sweet and the best. Oh my gosh, it's 4 in the morning. Why would you go there? Yeah, probably. Hmm. It does force you to get good to try and to really learn through competition how to enjoy the music. Oh, focus. Girl's back out cold. She would be. So early, man. Right. Kumiko's gonna be dead on her feet. Ooh, that hot, oppressive heat in it. No, you didn't. Oh, it's beautiful. Hmm. It's a deep instrument. Is it Asuka? I knew it. I knew it was Asuka. This girl has love with her instrument. She is like Reina. She enjoys it. Hmm. Yeah. Hmm. I wonder if they really recorded that out in the open. Maybe. Nice. That and bagpipes out in the open. Oh, so good. That was beautiful. That was audience, of course, of course, of course. Uh, I do apologize for the kind of moment earlier where I answered my phone. That was an important call I had to take that had to do with my stepdad. I need to get things paused in time. Oh, you can see my drink. Oh, gosh. Oh my gosh, so good. But yeah, I was right. I was right about Asuka protecting Missouri. Um, Again, I love the fact that the more stoic characters, the quieter characters, like they feel so deeply, but also these are all musicians. And musicians, especially those of us who deeply love music, we can feel things pretty deeply. Like we'll try to hold it in, but then I don't think maybe I'm like no, I'm not quite like I wish I was Asuka in high school. I really do. In terms of like being even keel and handling things fairly well. Unfortunately, my senior year and a bit my junior year, I was a crybaby saxophone trying to do things for the band, so yeah. Tried hard, wasn't very good at it. I love Yamaha as a sponsor. I just love it so much. Of course they are. Those are probably all Yamaha instruments being showcased. I mean, they're a Japanese company and they produce so much. Like, tons of people play Yamahas, even over here in the States. They're very well respected. Well, my friends, I loved this so much. It was so fun and just a joy to watch. I love the dynamics. I love the fact that we get so much in, like, I don't know, this anime, and there's others, and I'm sure there's bad ones out there that with poor adaptation for one reason or another, or just bad animations. But when you're really purposeful about your storytelling, and you're really purposeful about what you want, oh, it's starting to snow, in your story, you really try to make sure you don't waste any time with unnecessary footage or lines. I'm sure there's tons of editing that goes in the script, like, oh, we don't need this, we don't need that, we don't need this. And probably, I know sometimes there's storyboarding, editing that takes place with it. Storyboard has been written, like, no, we're gonna cut this scene out now. But I don't really feel like it's missing when you watch the animation. They do their best between Kumiko and what you see to kind of fill in the blanks. So I don't ever feel like, oh, wait a second, I'm missing something. It's always more of a, wait a minute, we're not telling you yet. You don't get to know yet. The Taki Sensei thing about him losing his wife, I feel like it makes sense. He's kind of, there's a sadness to Taki Sensei. Sometimes you see that in people. There's a guy who would come in, I think he still comes in every so often, but he's a driver, so we don't see him very often sometimes. But when he first came in, there was a sadness to him, and then you learn about how he had lost his wife not long ago, and some other things, and you're like, the sadness really can hang on a person, and sometimes for a long time. And Taki Sensei is this cute demon, but there is a sadness to him. So it's sweet to see that his friends who knew him back in music school and stuff, like, are happy to be a part of helping him. It's just really cute. Also, I don't know if you guys noticed, but you know how Taki Sensei's like, he's very skinny and slender. Also, how do you but the percussion guy has a little bit of, he's a bit more stocky. Did you notice that he had like these big calves? Like, he's a stocky dude. It's kind of funny. And I don't know if that has to do with him being a percussionist and moving his body a lot, or it's just a genetics thing. But how do you not notice that the other teacher, she's married? I mean, in Japan, do they not wear wedding bands? Do they wear something else? I thought they wore wedding bands. So, let me know, like, do they wear wedding bands or do they wear something else? Or is it sometimes you just don't wear rings when you're, like, working? I know, because I work in a restaurant, some people, they don't wear their actual wedding ring. They wear those cheapo rubber ones in place of their metal bands for safety reasons. So I'm just curious about that. I was like, oh, how would you not know? Unless she just wasn't paying attention at all to her hands. Instead, was focused a bit more just on them talking and wasn't paying attention to, like, what's on their fingers. And sometimes I do that. I used to do that a lot. And I've stopped myself kind of more and more from doing that. But sometimes if a really cute guy would come in, my eyes would immediately go to his left hand. They'd be like, oh, ring on the finger. No. But that's a side story. I do love this anime so much. It's so good. I'm excited to go from something so serious to, I think K-on's apparently a bit funnier. So I'm excited to kind of finish this out. I do want to watch the Chiaki no finale. Chiaki no finale, is that how you say it? There's another movie, but apparently it's just season 2. There's another movie, but apparently it's just season 2 with scenes added in or something. So I'm not gonna watch that probably. Maybe I'll watch it but not react to it, and then I'm definitely reacting to Liz and the Blooper. But I gotta finish season 2 first. Is there anything else to add? Nope. Still trying to figure out camera stuff. Not as in focus as I wanted to be, but maybe because I'm just so pale. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, share with your friends, share with your enemies, and I'll see you next time.